plays are going to look like a tightrope act across the London Bridge, man. I mean, it's going to be hard work for these guys.
Walking the tightrope along the sideline.
Check out this fancy footwork. We talked about that tightrope across the London Bridge. It's going to look like it.
All right, so welcome back. We are going to be breaking down the Giants game. Okay. And in the Giants game, and how decoded and scripted it was, and I'm going to break this shit down for you really simply. Okay? What happened to Aaron Rodgers at home during this game? So Rodgers comes in, he's going to get his 68th regular season loss overall. 68 like the reflection of 86. They are going to tease his 86th home win. So he's not going to get his 86th home win. He's going to get his 68th loss, the reflection of 86. And against Daniel Jones, okay, number 8, Rodgers is going to get his 19th home loss in London. 19 is the 8th prime. And he's going to get his 23rd home loss. 23 is the 9th prime. Okay, all this is going to be very significant. If you just wait 1 minute, stick with me. So, and we'll get to the 78. So there is a narrative. See the 86 and 68. If you go to Daniel Jones got his 26th loss. I mean, he stayed at 26 losses, and he got his 16th win overall. Away, he stayed at 13 losses in London and got to 7 away wins. Okay, this is very significant, right? So, Rodgers, they were teasing the 86. You come over here, 86. The parts of 86 are 43 plus 2 plus 1. That's 46. So 86 is a deficient number. Why? Because the sum of its parts, 43 plus 2 plus 1, equals 46. So it's deficient by 40. If you go to 46, 46 is 23 plus 2 plus 1. That's 26. So 46 is deficient by 20. So 86 deficient by 40. The sum of its parts equal 46. 46 deficient by 46 deficient by 20. 86 deficient by 40. 46 division by 20, the sum of its parts equal 26. You go to 26, the sum of its parts, 13 plus 2, 15 plus 1 is 16. So 26 is a deficient number equaling 16. Oh, well, what happened here? Rodgers could have got his 86th win, but he didn't. He got his 68th, the reflection, right? 86 deficient equaling 46. 46 is deficient equaling 26. 26 is a deficient number equaling 16. I've seen this ritual quite a number of times. Say, Jay, I don't believe you. Well, look at that. Rodgers, 41, reflection of 14, and 86 got his 68th loss in that game, reflection of 86. Right? There it is. Rodgers equals 86 and 41. We're going to see that 41. 41 is the 13th prime. Remember, Rodgers got his 68th loss. They were teasing the 86th win. And what happened? Daniel Jones stayed at 13, 41. 41 is the 13th prime. If you remember, Rodgers was at the 41-yard line before they had the false start with 7 seconds left on the game clock. So there's your 7 and 13. And you're going to see just how crazy this is because I'm going to play the clips. I'm going to go through all the clips and you're going to see the 86-26 narrative is insane. The stuff that they pulled is crazy. Here's my tweet from October 1st, 2021 when we played the Steelers. Big Ben got his 46th loss regular season away. And Roethlisberger is 86 loss all time, and 86 is a deficient number equaling 46. So I was talking about this in 2021. We're seeing it play out again. 86, 46, 26, 16 ritual play itself out in the Giants game. So watch this. Listen to what they say. Alright, so There's 6 minutes and 26 seconds left on the clock. They're talking about Saquon Barkley, right? Number 26, who they just missed a pass to. And they're saying that he's the story of the game. Ready? One more time. He is the story of the game. So Crosby's going to attempt a 40-yard field goal, but we're going to have a false start, and it's going to become a 46-yard field goal. Right? So already setting the stage. 26 is the story to the game. 46 is a deficient number equaling 26. And Crosby is going to now have to kick a 46-yarder, and there's the 1-1-1. That's always popping up. So there you go, 46 the guy's got to kick a field goal from. So now what you're about to see is Darius Slayton, number 86, right? 86, 46, 26, 16, all deficient equaling each other. And so you get like this sort of chain reaction I've noticed in many NFL games. Especially they did a big one in a Cowboys game a couple of years back that I really noticed. And you're going to watch Daniel Jones throw a pass to 86 and watch this.
He hasn't escaped the pocket last week. Here we go. He's moving a little here, but he hasn't been outside the pocket all morning.
And it's Darius Slayton with the first big play for this Giants offense as he takes it to midfield, picking up 26.
You see all that respect for the run game.
So he picks up 26 yards. So Darius Slayton catches the pass, number 86 for 26, right? 86 deficient 46, 46 deficient 26. They're teasing Aaron Rodgers' 86th win. And they're telling you that the story of the game is Daniel Jones is going to stay at 26 losses all time. So it just keeps going. So then it's 2nd down and 6 with 2 minutes and 26 seconds left. So I took a screenshot of that because they were just non-stop with the 26 all day.
I thought there was enough contact there on McKee.
Okay, and so Alan Lazard is going to score here, number 13, right? And what's going to happen? So there's the 3-2-2 on the time clock. And Aaron Rodgers is going to throw to number 13, Lazard, right? He's going to score. And why is Lazard scoring? Why are we focused on the number 13? Why? Well, Daniel Jones is going to stay at 13 losses. And I think overall they're teasing the fact that the Packers are stuck on 13 world championships as well. So as you can see, there's the stat line, 1 reception, 26 yards for Darius Slayton, number 86.
Kevin, I asked Aaron Rodgers this week if he's had to curtail.
Okay, so watch this. This I noticed was really weird. In the second quarter at 14 minutes and 46 seconds, and right around the same time that the game clock hits 26 seconds, there's a glitch that happens in her voice.
Or maybe adjust any part of his game.
Watch the game clock.
Receivers, that was interesting. He said they have to adjust to me, of course, but you have.
See? Right around the 46, she goes into like a glitch, and that was right around the time that we had 26 seconds left on the clock. So it's like it glitches at 46, and then when the game clock hits 26, it's like she starts to come back on. Really, really strange. But not so strange when you think about it. Alright, so then you have the Packers lined up. They got 64 pass yards, right? There's the 46 connection right there. And that's a 7 minutes and 6 seconds, which is a 13. And of course, Daniel Jones is going to get his 16th win in this game, stay at 26 losses. And so Aaron Rodgers is going to throw and score the 16th point, because he's going to get his 68th loss, the reflection of 86.
Litro, they take out Tay Crowder and Jalen Smith. They want to throw the ball, and those guys are in.
Fake. Rodgers. Mercedes Lewis. His first catch of the year and his first touchdown since 2020.
There it is. Rodgers throwing the 16th point of the game. And so then, of course, the narrative of Saquon Barkley just continues. We're not even out of the first half yet, and now we're already into Saquon Barkley's next-gen stats.
The rush game this year has been so much more expected.
Now, 13 times 3 is 39, right? Big number going on. And running back Saquon Barkley, number 26. They didn't show these next-gen stats for everybody, just so you know. It wasn't like they did every player or every wide receiver. You know, Saquon Barkley was about probably the only one in this game who really got a big next-gen stat. Maybe Randall Cobb got one.
133 yards rushing over expected last year, minus 44, but today he's minus 1. They've done a really good job of getting in Saquon Barkley.
So still in the second quarter, and now number 26 going to run for 41 yards, and 41 yards, 41 is the 13th prime number, and guess who's going to stay at 13 losses? Daniel Jones.
Second and 7, direct snap to Barkley, trying to get to the edge. Oh, he's not away from an opening, and Saquon Barkley, great speed. Barkley inside the 40. The big play the Giants have been craving comes from the big playmaker. Saquon Barkley picks up 41.
See, Saquon Barkley picks up 41 yards.
Saquon Barkley providing the big play.
And then here we are, still in the second.
Longest rush allowed.
And Saquon Barkley is going to now get like a whole promo video about himself. They weren't kidding when they said he was going to be the story of the game. The number 26 is going to be the story of the game. And 26 and 41. Daniel Jones stayed at 13 losses away, and he got to, he stayed at 26, lost at home, and got to 16, 26 deficient equaling 16. The sum of its parts, anyway.
Green Bay this season officially 40 yards for Saquon. That's a first down. Play action.
And they do that often. They change the stat, so officially 40 yards, but they immediately said 41 when he ran it.
Looking to the sideline, the catch made by Slayton, and it'll be another first down.
Another first down for Darius Slayton, number 86, and now they're going to go into this 26 promo.
Well, last year you saw him tiptoeing through the tulips a little bit. Watch, just indecisive with his cuts. And gets thrown down in the backfield once again. Tiptoeing. This year, you're seeing a different back. Watch him take this ball, rip it and roar, and splits the seam right up the numbers, right down the sidewalk. Like I said, you put Amos on ice skates right there.
Trying to put something.
So as you see, they even had that nice little promo ready to go for him.
So many points. I mean, right, you're down 14. Getting close to scoring.
Okay, so Daniel Jones can throw it away over anybody's head, right? Obviously, the flat is the easiest one, so we're going to give them that, right? But just to beat number 26 over your head, they're going to say Daniel Jones should have thrown it away over Saquon Barkley's head. Ready?
At least for field goals, you cannot take a sack there. When things start to get muddy and the walls are caving into the pocket, you gotta just ditch that thing over Saquon's head in the flat. I wish Daniel Jones would have gotten rid of that ball.
Bang. He should have gotten rid of that ball over Saquon's head. Alright, right, so then we're going to throw another pass to number 86, right? 86, 46, 26. As you can see, it's non-stop. There it is. He gets the first down. And there that was, a 3rd and 9, 13 times 3, and so there you have it. Okay, so now a different number is going to score, right? But he only scores because Saquon Barkley pitches him the ball. So they couldn't even let Daniel Jones hand this guy the ball. Saquon Barkley had to be a part of this, pitch routine here that's going to get this guy this touchdown. And so there you have that. So now Bellinger scores. And then as you see here, the 64, right? 46, the 13 and 16, Aaron Rodgers, 13 for 16, 64 yards and 2 touchdowns. The 64 obviously, and they post this up, right, with 46 seconds left on the clock. We know 46 is deficient equal in 26. We know that Daniel Jones gets his 16th win, stays at 13th losses, and stays at 26 losses all time. This isn't even out of the second quarter, and of course 2nd down and 2, and we all know what happened, right? Was the Packers got to 22. I broke that down in the game, why 22 was such a pivotal part of this, because Rodgers was at 22 wins all time in the 22 season. And going in London, he started with 2 touchdowns, never got off that, right? So then we reach halftime, and they put up the stat line that Aaron Rodgers has, guess what, 146 yards passing total in the first half.
Makes it so tough. Him moving in the pocket, guys uncovering, making plays. Randall Cobb right now is the lead receiver with 76 receiving yards, but he's gotten the ball.
You can really see the 146 now. It was really blurry, but yeah, 18 for 24, 146 yards. So there's your 46. Now we come back from halftime and they're going to talk up the Giants, even though they're down by 10 points. And they're also going to say how they got Saquon Barkley going, right? It's all about 26. And then he's going to say some really weird shit we need to pay attention to. See, he says, you might not have been able to hear it, but he says they got Saquon Barkley going on that last possession. And so this is coming back at the start of the second half. They're down by 10, but somehow it's looking good for them, right?
In this game, this thing's going to start to look and feel a little bit like a bowl game, Kevin. And what I mean by that is they're going to have to go deep in the well. They're going to have to go deep in the well, says Mark Sanchez. And then look at this. They show number 23, okay? Brightwell. Gary Brightwell, okay? Rodgers gets his 23rd loss. Saquon Barkley has not yet hurt his shoulder at this point. He doesn't hurt it for another quarter. Yet they're already saying they're going to have to go deep in the well to spice up the water. And somehow, all of a sudden, number 23 is going to have to get involved and score a frickin' touchdown because Rodgers is going to get his 23rd loss. Just like after the game, Rodgers, had an issue with Jair Alexander's comments, supposedly. And so, to add more to Aaron Rodgers' 23rd loss in 86, right, that he could have had his 86th regular season win, and the 86, 26, 16 connection, number 86 is going to pull some shit, and Jair's going to be pulling his jersey. See, Jair had a chance, but, not much of one. It just slipped out of his grasp. So Rodgers got to get his 23rd loss at home all time.
And also, in addition to that, right, frickin' Jair was hurt last week when we played at home against the Patriots. And we won, and Roger stayed at 22, and Jair 23 was off the board. So there's another catch by number 86. And of course, tackled by Darnell Savage, number 26.
A little bit like a ball game, Kevin, and what I mean by that is they're going to have to go deep in the well of plays for Coach Dable and that playbook and Mike Kapka. They're going to have to get creative. We said sauce up the water, but some of these plays are going to look like a tightrope act across the London Bridge, man. I mean, it's going to be hard work for these guys.
So they're going to have to go to the well. That's number 23. So number 23 is one of the backup running backs, or, you know, the secondary backs, right? And somehow they're already predicting that he's going to need to play a big role because they're going to have to go to the well. But he's not specifically talking about him. He's just using it as an expression, right? But what a way to hint at it. As Brightwell downs the ball. Then he says they're going to have to sauce up the water and it's going to be a tightrope. What a bunch of bullshit. So then Daniel Jones completes a pass to begin this half to number 13, right? Stays at 13 losses. Here we go.
Jones in backside pressure, just got rid of it. The catch made by David Sills, tapped on down the sideline for extra yardage. And Jones just got rid of that with.
So he's tight-roping it on the sideline. So Mark Sanchez says it's going to be a tightrope, and then number 13 is tight-roping it on the sideline.
Walking the tightrope along the sideline.
Walking that tightrope along the sideline, number 13.
This fancy footwork. He talks about that tightrope across London Bridge. It's going to look like it.
Don't worry, guys. Mark Sanchez, the prophet over there. Don't worry, because Mark Sanchez, the prophet, right, is talking about walking that tightrope, and then it just magically happens with number 13, because that's the number that's in play. And now we got number 26. So Aaron Rodgers is going to lose his 60th game, and Daniel Jones is going to stay at 26 losses, and he's not going to get to his 86th win. And so they're going to tease this 26-86 connection, because number 26 is going to play quarterback in the Wildcat, and 68 is going to go off sides. And then they show number 64. So there's the 86, 46, 26, 16 connection. All game long. Bang. Another first down for Allen Lazard. Number 13, right? 13, 86, 40, all game long.
Linebacker to play every snap this season, and he read it beautifully.
Saquon, shake it up a little bit after that tackle. His right shoulder, put it down the turf.
So now Saquon hurt his right shoulder on the turf. And then Daniel Jones is just going to happen to be 13 for 18 and 126 yards when they show this stat line. They hadn't been putting up these stat lines every 5 seconds. But here we are. Once he reaches 13 for 18 with 126 yards, we got to put the stat line up then. So now we're getting the injury update on Saquon Barkley, start of the fourth quarter, right?
He did not even want to go into the tent. The athletic trainers ground him in there. It took him for a while. He came out. They grabbed his helmet while he went over to the sideline. That same trainer came over and pulled him over, and they made him go into the locker room where he is right now. He was boxing coming out of that tent, so frustrated wanting to get back out there, but as of now, questionable with the shoulder.
So Saquon's questionable with the shoulder, And we got the 68 injury coming up.
7 to go.
There he is.
First and goal.
Number 68 is injured, and Aaron Rodgers is about to get his 68th loss. And we think 26 is off the board because, you know what? Saquon Barkley got hurt. Maybe the Packers are actually going to win. Maybe he's not going to stay at 26 losses. He'll get to his 27th, but they're playing games with us because Saquon Barkley is only out, so this can happen. And here's the 6 rushes, 8 pass. Rodgers gets his 68th regular season loss, avoids his 86 win, and the 86 through the 16 narrative, right?
The Giants in the last few years wouldn't even be close in this game. They'd be chasing points so fast. I mean, you're never going to run away with this game. This is an incredible run.
Second goal at the 2. This is Brightwell pounding the middle. Gary Brightwell. What a time for his first NFL touchdown.
So there it is. Gary Brightwell, first NFL touchdown. He just happens to come in 5 weeks deep when Saquon's out for literally just a couple of drives with his shoulder. And he's out with his shoulder. Why? Because we have to go to the well, as Mark Sanchez said at the beginning of the first half. And we have to let 23 score because Rodgers is going to lose his 23rd home game all time in London. So we got to do that. And then this way, that sets it up so 26 can come back in and be back on the board because Daniel Jones is going to stay at that 26 loss. A quick look at Aaron Rodgers' doppelganger. So as you can see, Matt LaFleur stays at 44 wins. You get the 42 regular season wins plus 43, 44 playoff wins. It was, of course, Daniel Jones' 42nd game. So in his 42nd game, LaFleur stays at 42 regular season wins and stays at 44. Of course, this guy McLeod that Rodgers wanted to attack every 5 seconds happened to be number 44, who was coming in for somebody injured on the defense. And of course, he played good, and Rodgers couldn't get any passes in the second half. So LaFleur is going to stay at 44, and there he is, number 44, coming in, being hot on the defense right now. So then we got to go to the commissioner and the 26 and 68 narrative again with Rodgers' 68th loss in the regular season, and we're going to go over to the commissioner and his wife, who are all happy with the scripted football game.
The UK to watch this one, and the commissioner has to be thrilled. Packed house, tie game, fourth quarter. And look who's back out on the field. The New York Giants, number 26, back out there. Rhea and Barkley in the backfield.
And the one person at Pony that's
So now number 26 is back. He just went out so number 23 could score so that we could do our giant 23 Aaron Rodgers ritual. Now 26 can come back in because we're going for our 26 point, right? And 26 is back out there, and 68 is back out there. Even though they were injured, no, they're back on the board. Rodgers is getting his 68th loss. Daniel Jones is staying at his 26. You see how this shit is happening? You see how deeply layered all this shit was? Non-stop, all game. So another 40-yard run by Saquon Barkley. And then, of course, they have to pop this stat on your screen real quick. When Daniel Jones is 20 for 26. They showed us 13 for 18 with 126 yards. Now it's 20 for 26 with 210. So, like I said, they weren't putting that on all day. But when we hit the 26s or, something special like that, there it was. Stat line popped right up. And there he is, number 26, scoring the 26th point of the game for the Giants. And then he's doing it with 6:08 left on the clock. And Rodgers is going to get his 68th loss in the regular season and avoid getting his 86th win. It's a weird thing to say, avoid. He's not going to get his 86th win. And we know the 86, 46, 26, 16. Like, once you just start seeing the connection, you go, wow, this whole freaking narrative was bullshit. With Daniel Jones getting his 16th win and staying at 26 losses, and that they teased all this 46 BS, and Rodgers didn't get his 86th win, but he did get his 68th loss, the reflection of 86. And there's number 68 patting him on the head first thing. And frickin', you gotta love, and then they show you the 19. Rodgers is about to get his 19th loss. That, again, you can't really, we don't know how much of that is on point, right? But you just got a guy back there going, cut to this camera, cut to that camera. But at the end of the day, right, 6:08 left on the clock, 26. And they told you at the beginning of the game this was going to be the story. They told you they were going to have to go to the well. They went to Brightwell. They told you they were going to do the tightrope. The guy did the tightrope walk. I mean, this guy literally laid out the script to you before it happened, then told you it was happening, and then they put it right in front of your face. Okay, now if this doesn't put insult to injury right here, Saquon Barkley has taken 7 snaps as the Wildcat quarterback this season. He must have taken, like, I don't know, 6 of them in this game alone. So what happened the first 4 games? Why against the Packers all of a sudden we're going to do 7 when Daniel Jones is getting his 7th win, and the whole narrative's all of a sudden now about Saquon Barkley in 26, and he's going to run the ball 6-7 times in one game? I watched him do this Wildcat thing like 6 times when I broke this down. And then bam, see how we're going to score 22 points because they're going to take a safety? So they just let us know, and then they circle the 22 seconds. And then we get to 22 points, and Rodgers' whole 20-second loss goes off the board. And it's important because 22 is deficient equaling 14, the sum of its parts. But that's for another time. But this alone illustrates all the crazy shit. And this is why I have to decode every number every week, because when you don't look at the 86, 26, 16 narrative, and that's why I didn't really look at it, because I thought maybe if you got to 86, it took that off the board. But instead they teased it anyways. And this narrative is held true quite a lot. Sort of like the 14 and 10 connection. That happens quite a bit. And of course there we are at 22 points, and with 7 seconds left, Aaron Rodgers is back on the field. Then Daniel Jones about to get his 7th win, stay at 13 losses, and
defense to guard those sidelines for their life. Make sure they can't turn this into more than one play.
we've had all the 13, 86, 26 BS today, and we got the ball on our own 41-yard line, and 41 is the 13th prime number. So you see how they do this all the time? This is how it works. I mean, in the game it's a lot easier to look at and say, oh, you know, we might be getting screwed here. This was one of those games where they literally like flirted with each narrative a little bit. But mostly, like, if you look really solid, you can see that they're going 26 all the way. What throws you off is when they let Saquon Barkley get hurt for about 5 seconds. So Matt LaFleur goes to 12 losses. And there is Daniel Jones's record again, 7-13 and 26-16. And there's Aaron Rodgers at 68 now, 78th win. I mentioned in the Patriots game, I actually mentioned the number 78 and the connections to the tarot, and the 78 tarot cards per deck, and the 22 major arcana cards per tarot deck. And Aaron Rodgers got his 78th loss in this game, and of course what happened? He got that with 22 points on the board. So the odds of all that going down the way it did, the odds of him even playing a quarterback who wears number 8 when he got his 19th loss, and that's the 8th prime, is just something crazy. So 86, 46, 26, 16, that's the connection. Go Pack Go. May the script be ever in our favor. That certainly wasn't. And we'll get ready for the Jets. We'll break that down later this week.